Hi guys. So, what are we here for? Well, first off, welcome to my channel. Yes, my channel. Oh my. Ooh. Anyway, welcome to Lithalia's Little Hook with Melanie. I'm Melanie, or Mel, as I've been called all my life. I keep looking over here. Hold on. There is a... Yes, I am in my bed with the heated blanket on, and there is a giant lump of dog right here. She has to take her nap. That is Ziva taking her 4th nap of the day. She always has to be under the covers. Mommy has to put her there because she can't get herself under the covers. But right now it's about 22 degrees outside here in north central PA. And so heated blanket on, my Horcrux sweater on, and my long sleeve shirt. We haven't seen this one yet. If I can't take my yarn, I'm not going. Yes, so I do have some shirts you haven't seen yet. The long sleeved winter dog quake. And then she just did a very contented sigh because she's comfortable now. Yes. So I have been feeling better lately. I upped my vitamin D intake. The first hurdle of the SADs have been gotten over. I am feeling better. And I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving. I'm pretty much cook. And last year I figured out she has allergies and dry skin, so once she gets under the cover, she doesn't think Mommy can see her licking her paws and skin, but she moves the whole bed anyway, so I let her do it for a little while, and then I tell her to stop. But anyway, off track. The train is totally off the track. Anyway, last year I did this thing with the turkey. I made herb butter, just kind of threw in some things until it smelled really good, and then I put it under the skin of the turkey, just slathered it under there, and I used okay, we love butter, don't judge, I put like a stick and a half under our turkey breast, and maybe a stick. But I really put it under there. That turkey was so moist. And the leftovers stayed moist for like almost a week. My dad does not eat leftovers, and he ate those leftovers. But it flavored the turkey, which normally what I used to do, which I learned from my mother, who is not a cook, was just to put oil on the outside and salt and pepper it. And all that does is crisp the skin. Doesn't flavor the turkey at all. But I did that too because I like the skin. They don't eat the skin. They also don't eat dark meat. So I only do a turkey breast. Anyway, but I did both of those things. Oh, so good. He cried. He shed tears when he tasted the turkey because it flavored the meat. It soaked into the meat and flavored it, and he literally welled up. Tear fell. I almost freaked out. Didn't know what was happening. Doing it again this year, but this time I'm going to make note of the measurements of what I put into the herb butter so I can replicate it every year. I'm also making Cheddar Bay biscuits like they make at Red Lobster because they went there for my sister's birthday dinner. I was not feeling well. I did not go, but they brought me them home. So good. So I got Old Bay seasoning. Found a recipe online. Going to make them. Oh, so good. And then just going easy on everything else. You know, Bob Evans mashed potatoes, cream corn from a can. I am not worried about. I used to over worry, have to make everything from scratch, and I did not enjoy Thanksgiving and would have meltdowns. Not anymore. My pumpkin pie, I sometimes make it from scratch. Not this year. Thank you, Marie Calendar. It is coming from the freezer. It tastes very good indeed. Anyway, that was not what I was here to talk about. What am I here to talk about? I lose track. How are you doing? I was here for updates on my whips. I don't have any finished objects. It's not Friday. It's not Wednesday. Who needs a schedule? Okay. So, I have showed this before, but here's the thing. I ripped it out almost to the beginning. You may have seen this. This is the fluffy meringue shawl. It's actually a tutorial by the Crochet Crowd. I do not like how they wrote the pattern. It is very confusing. It is very... I had actually been doing some of the stitches wrong and it puckered. So you're also not supposed to, if you're using Karen cakes, which they were, you're not supposed to color control. You're supposed to let them flow. But they tell you that in the video tutorial, not in the written pattern. And I had been doing the written pattern. So, what I did was I ripped it out to this orange here, where I had not made any mistakes. So, this third row, I ripped it all the way down to there. And I had a lot of balls of a lot of colors because I had color controlled, so they were cut and, pasted. Cut and pasted. I am back to this point down here. Now, I have no more of this dark pink. So this will be my last row of dark pink, and I'm on this orange now. So this will be my last repeat of colors, because I don't want to start doing repeats without all the colors. So it won't be a very big shawl. Well, actually, it's already past my wingspan. So it's going to be pretty. And I was still semi-color controlling, but there are already spots where, like here, where they didn't have much of this dark pink. The orange starts before the next row because the dark pink didn't make it all the way to the end of its row. You are moving because my dog is licking her paws. Ziva, stop, baby. Go nai-nai. Go nai-nai. So this is the fluffy meringue shawl. And now that I understand the pattern and don't have to follow the written, I love it. They also have a fluffy meringue baby blanket, which was made first, and then they wrote the shawl pattern. And they also now have a fluffy meringue vest, which is this, but then you put armholes in it. So I am making this in the Karen Cake Strawberry Kiwi, which of course is discontinued. So when I had to go and get another cake, because this was in my whip, whips that had not been worked on for years. I had to go get it off of eBay, and someone wanted like $17 for one cake. But that I am almost done with. Ziva, stop. Stop, baby. Go night-night. Good girl. Okay. Something else I'm working on. My sister's secret Christmas project. Okay. You've all seen Mr. Puppy. His big head, which is almost as big as my head. So, that does not mean he's going to be as big as me. I have not been working on him religiously because I only have one leg. Getting there. It will be stuck, but there's his little paw and his little leg. So, oh my gosh. So now she's moved to another leg. Ziva! What did Mommy say? See, all you get in these videos is me. See, I move my hand and she starts again. All you get in these videos is me admonishing one or the other of my dogs. So I've been working on that. And then the Crafting Kitty Creator Spotlight this month. I got nothing. I have never done any of TL Yarn Crafts tutorials. I've had Tunisian hooks for years and never learned any of it. So what did I do? Today I went on her site and I picked a pattern and I picked a bag. No, ear warmer, dishcloth, Pshaw. Wait, you can't see me. Pshaw. Limperest. Pshaw. Beginner. Now, this is a beginner bag. And it calls for super bulky, which is a 6. Do I have super bulky? I do have super bulky, but I'm not using my anniversary cakes for a bag. So I went, and I have this beautiful, I love this chunky 3. Oh, it's so soft. I'm just going to sit here and pet this. Look at this. It's called Painted Canyon, and I got it at the mega sale in June when I got to go to my first Hobby Lobby mega sale. Yes, I'm making you jump now. So I got 3 of these for $1.24 when they're normally $4.99. And I thought, well, if it's Tunisian knit stitch and it's supposed to make this beautiful pattern when it's knit, wouldn't it make the pattern when I'm doing the knit stitch? Well, let's just see. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes. And she said, yes, it will curl. But look at that. It did. It made the pattern. It made the pattern. Happy hands. Happy hands. I can't do jazz. Look, this is my jazz fingers. Jazz fingers. I can't do it. My hands don't move that fast. Okay. Now if I were in a ninja fight, they still wouldn't move that fast. I'd have to pull out my professional opening tools to open up my opponent. Yeah, anyway. So, it's of course coming out smaller because it's a 5, not a 6. And I'm using a smaller hook. But I think I'm doing pretty darn well for my first Tunisian. Now down at the very bottom, not lining up because I did not understand what going into the in between the legs meant. We're just gonna ignore that. Nobody's looking. Don't look at that part. It's only like the first 2 rows. Don't look at that part. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it taller. Add some rows. So it's not this tiny bag. You know, this is 20 rows and you're supposed to do 28. I don't want a bag that's like this big. You know, I think I'm going to make it taller and then maybe use it as like a small project bag, like a little sock bag. It's so pretty. I love these colors. I love, it's called Painted Canyon, but yeah. And it is so soft, and because it's like knit, nothing's coming through this. Maybe a darning needle, but I'm not putting, it's not a notions bag. So things aren't going to be floating around in there empty by themselves. So that is what I'm making. And this is just, I'm just going along. It's just this until you get up to where the handles are, and you made the start of the handles at the beginning. And then you add them on and work on them, and yay. Now, something else I wanted to show you. I've been doing flip-throughs. Some people enjoy my humor during the flip-throughs. That is just me. I don't plan that. That's not an act. That's just me being me. But we still have this one that I thought we could go through. This is the 2021 Annie's Christmas. If you all want to do it, it's got crochet, knit, sew, and quilt. And I know there are many people out there who do more than just crochet and knit, yarn art. A lot of sewers and quilters, and you could woodwork, and you could let me think, you could resin, you could paint, you could bead. I don't know what else you could do. You could cross stitch, you could do many things that my brain right now is not working on. So you could do this. My sister does this. She does it from bending the wire frame, wrapping it, doing all the weaving in the middle, making the dream catcher. She puts everything on there. So, I got this one just the other day, celebrating 20 years, crochet. I call it crochet exclamation point. Other people just call it crochet. So it's a stay warm display until December 26, 2022. Ooh, season's best giveaway, over $500 in total prizes. I'm going to have to look through that because I did not see there was a giveaway in there. And I would like to partake in a giveaway if there are prizes. Also, this is also from crochet exclamation point. Crochet Magazine presents 60 plus fun, relaxing projects. Crochet for a quiet evening. This one's thick. Let me get the whole thing in there. So this might be fun to go through. Back by popular demand. This had some nice stuff in it. I got both of them because I looked at the price and then I looked at the patterns inside and, figured out prices of patterns, even at $3.99 a pattern. Was it worth it for the patterns I liked inside at $3.99 a pattern to get the book? This one was $9.99, so even 3 patterns paid for it. And the celebrating 20 years one was $7.99, so 2 patterns would have paid for it, and they both definitely paid for themselves. So, if you would like to go through any of those with me, or just have a laugh at me, explaining or going through and showing you those, and, you know, just sit back and listen to me. You know, we can do that. Or if you're tired of me flipping through magazines, just tell me to flip off. You know, doesn't bother me. But I just wanted to tell you I'm feeling better. These are the projects I've been working on. Mostly, I've been sitting back since I memorized the meringue pattern and doing that. I've been catching up on TV. I haven't been on YouTube lately. Someone told me I won something in a giveaway, and I could not find it anywhere. If anyone wants to help me out on that, that would be great, but otherwise, I guess it'll go to the next person, because I could not find it anywhere. But, yeah, I watched the entire season of Sweet Tooth. I caught up on the current seasons of Ghosts and What We Do in the Shadows, which are some of my favorite shows. Make me laugh so hard. I have to watch Resident Alien. That's a fun one. If you like sci-fi and Alan Tudyk, watch that show. What does it stream on? I think it streams on Hulu. But it's a sci-fi show, I think. I'm not sure. It's on its second season, maybe third. I'm not sure. It's really good. So funny. What else have I watched? Oh, I found a show called Warrior Nun. If you don't mind swearing and you don't mind outside the box looks at religion, watch that one. It is metaphysical. It is supernatural. It is kick butt. And it's snarky. Yeah, we went to fiber internet this year and we had satellite internet, which was horrible. We had DirecTV, which cost us a ton. But all the satellite, every time the wind blew the wrong way, we just didn't get anything. And it was costing us an arm and a leg. So once we got fiber internet, we got rid of those, and we are paying less for the fiber internet, which bundles our phone, than we were for our phone, our internet, and the DirecTV, and we have like all the streaming services. So now I'm catching up on everything. I caught up on The Witcher. I'm iffy about them changing the actor, but I'm going to give it a chance because I really love the show. What else? I keep starting shows and then forgetting I was watching them. Oh, I'm watching The Great, which is about Catherine the Great of Russia, because I love historical pieces and I'm a big history buff. When I was like 7 or 8 years old, I went into the school library and started pulling biographies off the shelf, and they were for elementary school kids, and I went through all the ones they had in like a week, and I was like, I need more. I think I started with Harry Houdini, went to Einstein, Elizabeth I, Mary Queen of Scots, and then they had to bring them in from the middle school and high school for me to read. And that was much better for me. But yeah, I love biographies, and I love history. I love documentaries. I just finished watching on Disney Plus a great documentary. I believe it was called Expedition Earhart, on searching for Amelia Earhart's lost plane and her remains. And it was so well done. So well done. Yes, I'm rambling again. I'm so sorry. If this bores you, you can totally just click off. And I am so sorry. But I get on a tangent. But yeah, I'm watching The Great, and it says occasionally historically accurate in the opening credits. But it has Elle Fanning. I always have to think, not Dakota, the little one, but she's not little anymore. She's all grown up. But the one in Maleficent. So Elle Fanning as Catherine the Great. And it's quite funny, but it's also quite crude. And it makes me think, wow, they just put sexual situations in everything these days. It's just out there. It used to be only HBO and the paid channels had that. Now, everything, you just turn on the TV, everybody's doing it. Yeah. All the shows. But, yeah. But it's a good show. If you don't like that, you might not want to watch it. But, you kind of tune it out these days. I do enjoy the humor and the little bit of history they put in it. If you have any shows you think I might enjoy, I like a wide spectrum of shows. The only ones I cannot actually watch are true war shows. I get too emotionally involved. World War II, World War I, Vietnam. I become too emotionally charged over what the people have suffered, and it actually haunts me for weeks, actually months and years, because it will come back to me when I'm doing the dishes and things like that. And so I have learned to just not watch movies or shows based on actual events from wars that have happened. So suggest away. I'm all open. I hope you have a great day. Love you all. Shine bright. And I hope nobody is snowed in and freezing. And Mama G Gear, I hope you got home safe. Love you. Bye.